All right. How I looking here, CJ? I mean, am I in frame?
He said,
All right, perfect. I gotta make sure I look cute for it. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us again for this episode. Great to be here with everybody again. Tonight we got Pop2wavy. How you doing, man?
Good, bro. How you doing?
I'm chilling. So before every episode, something I like to do, which astute viewers may know, is I like to play a little sample of like an artist's work, so you can understand them more, who they are, you know, get a bit into their mind, into their creative space. So that is going to play here. If you want to skip that and just get straight to the interview, the time code is going to be here.
None of that little shit, little bit to a giant. I don't need a stylist. Feeling like Lee switching clothes like the climate. You hate and be quiet. They riding that you would think they was driving. Posted with Tro, that's my evil twin. We stick together like pots and pans. Ain't no new niggas, can't let them in. And we got the juice like it's Tropican. That bitch on the side like a soldering. Tro got one on the hip, you can get a tan. Put some respect on my name. When I walk in the building, they act like a maiden. I had some niggas that switched up. I ain't gon' lie, I was fucked up. At the same time, I was fed up. Mashing the gas, I can't let up. Losing me like losing treasure. I always working, I just wanna ball. Niggas change when they get it all. Stay the same with my damn gang. Day ones I can never change. Build together, then we maintain. Champions, we just need a ring. Stand tall, I can never fall. At the top, they tryna knock me off. Always working, I just wanna ball. Niggas change when they get it all. Stay the same with my damn gang.
And we're back. So yeah, man, you doing good tonight?
I'm good, man. Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
From San Antonio, Texas, out in Hawaii. How long you been here?
4 days now, man.
4 days, and you're leaving on?
Leave Wednesday, so yeah, next 2 days.
Yeah,
so
you've been enjoying your trip?
Man, I love it. I don't think we ever want to leave.
Yeah. So
yeah.
In honor of like visiting Hawaii and, you know, being out here, enjoying the beautiful scenery, the nature, you know, I'd like to take this opportunity to show you what crawled into bed with me and woke me up at midnight. I believe it was 2 nights ago.
Oh, no.
So Hawaii's got centipedes. So Hawaii's awesome. That crawled into bed with me under my shirt, and if you swipe there, you can see him crawling around. So I'll put it on screen also, but
no, sir.
Yeah.
This thing
I
is
just
pretty
remembered
big,
that, and
bruh.
I just want to show everybody. So Hawaii's awesome,
Hawaii is real exotic.
but centipedes are not, especially when they're trying to sleep with you at fucking midnight, waking you up.
Than me. I would have freaked out.
Yeah, I hope you guys like that too. If you're squeamish, sorry, I guess I should have warned you before I put it in there. So yeah, man, let's get into it. How long have you been making music?
5 years, man. 5 years strong.
And you are 25 right now?
I am 25.
When's your birthday?
August 30th.
What does that make you sign?
A Virgo.
Virgo?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know
yeah.
too much about the signs, but I just know I'm a Virgo, and that's it.
That's the same. I know I'm Aries, my girl's Scorpio, and that's pretty much my extent.
Hey, that's it, bro.
So you were 20 when you started making music. What got you into it?
Honestly, my dad, he used to make music like in the early 1990s.
Dang.
Or 99, I'll say 99 to 2000, he made music.
Yeah.
So like when I was a kid, like, you know, I'm like 4 or 3 years old, I was with him in the studio, with him on stage at shows.
Yeah.
So like I was always around music. So I kind of knew like I've always had love for music, but
Yeah.
I didn't know that I wanted to pursue it till I got a little bit older. But it was kind of weird because like I've been a shy, like reserved kid my whole life. So like, you know, doing music, you can't be shy or reserved 'cause you gotta, you know, be making music. So, but it took till maybe about 19, 20 years old when I was like, man, let me just try to see what I sound like, man. Like, let me try. So I got my home studio equipment and recorded my first song with one of my brothers, and man, it's been up ever since.
Yeah, killing it, man. Yeah, I've been listening to your music, and it sounds great. There's a few questions I want to ask. I need to figure out the order.
Okay.
First question I'll ask is, for somebody who doesn't know your music, somebody who may be listening right now, what do you think your style is?
So I would say I'm pretty versatile. Listening to my music, you can get a little bit of almost everything, man. Like I can do R&B, regular, rap. I ain't gonna say I'm a bar for bar type of dude, but if you listen to it sometimes, I might have a few bars for you. But majority, I would say I'm like really melodic. So like if you like melodic music, like I don't know if you guys know who Sa Baby is. Mm-hmm. So he's like my favorite artist right now.
Oh,
Sa Baby.
Yeah,
he's my favorite artist. So like if you listen to him, or maybe like Lancey Fold, that's my type of speed right there.
I'm trying to remember what song from Sa Baby I have on my playlist right now.
Man.
I had it for a minute. I don't listen to too much.
Watery.
I don't think it is.
Okay, a lot of people like Watery.
That's one of the big
like
songs.
Yeah.
So what type of music did your dad make then?
My dad was a totally different style than me. So him and my cousin, they actually they had a group together. It was called HUC. They made like real tough street gangster music, stuff like that. But like I said, I'm nowhere near that area, so just steered away from that.
Okay, so then like growing up, even you said at 3 you were like in the studio with him.
About 4 or 5 years old.
So then was there like a turning event in your life that made you said you didn't realize you wanted to make music until you were older. Was there like a specific turning event?
Nah, man. It was, like I said, I've always loved music. I just wanted to give it a go. Like I've always been so fascinated with it.
Yeah.
And, everything that comes with it. So I'm like, man, I just really want to, this is something I really want to do. And I just really need to try it. So I just up and tried it, like.
Hell yeah.
In high school, I have all the homies that be freestyling. Like I was always that one person in the group that was like wanting to go, but was just too scared to do it because I was just so damn shy.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just wanted to, give it a try, do it. Had to try it.
Yeah. Has that been like something that you've had to overcome? Or is it something that you kind of just embrace as who you are, the shyness?
A little bit of both, man.
Yeah.
I would say, honestly, music is what really, like, broke me out of that shy shell.
Yeah.
Like, I had to. Like, I didn't have a choice. You know what I mean? You got to go on stage. You have to perform in front of people. You have to, preview your art in front of people. So, like, there's no room to be shy. So, I kind of, like, broke out of that shell in these 5 years of the process. So really, music has really helped my character out. I would definitely say that.
When you say character, do you mean in regards to like the outgoingness, or in more ways?
No, just more so in the outgoingness. Like you can ask any of my family members, man. Like ever since a kid, like I'm quiet. Like I won't say hi to anybody. I won't say bye. Like I'm just. You know what I mean? One of those. So like I said, music really like helped me break out of that shell. Because like I said, I had to do it, So I'm so grateful for music.
Yeah. Yeah. So your dad and you said your cousin, they made like gangster rap?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you said that you've loved music pretty much all your life but you were real shy and it forced you to come out of your shell. So then what would you say is like, how would you describe looking for the right word here, I don't know if temperament is the right word, but your personality. What do you think like encompasses your personality? I know it's a broad question, but whatever that throws up in your mind.
I'm sorry, repeat the question one more time. You said
how would you describe your personality?
Oh, man. I'm still reserved, man. Honestly, like, I'm real picky and choosy on who I, give my time and energy to. So, like, I'm still really reserved. But, like, if I'm comfortable with you, then anybody will tell you, like, man, I'm a silly guy. Like, I'm pretty funny. Like, a lot of my people tell me, man, you funny, silly, and all that. So, like, if I'm comfortable around you and you get that out of me, then That's how you know. But like, if we're strangers meeting for the first time, like I'm reserved. I'm checking everybody's energy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I give out whatever you give me.
Yeah. I feel like that's almost like a trend or like a common trait that I see in a lot of artists is especially what you said in there about you're picky about who you give your energy and time to and everything.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a trait because people who might be more like open about their lives, their interest. I don't want to be too vague about it, but I feel like it takes a lot of work to have to sit down and dedicate time to just like even just a craft like music.
For sure, bro.
Yeah. That leads me into, what does your music process look like?
It actually changed, man. So the first 3 years of me making music, of course I would find a beat that fits me and really just write from there. Like anything that I was feeling or thinking about, anything that happened in that month, maybe a few months back, just make a song about that and just write and then go to the studio whenever I could. But now that I have my own stuff, I record everything on my own.
Yeah.
So now, I have it freely. I don't write anymore. So I stopped writing 2 years ago. So anything new that you've heard from 2021 till now has been all just, punching in, man. So, and that process is so much better. You feel so much free and natural because you're saying literally whatever you're feeling. Yeah. So, like, it just feels 20 times better making music like that, man. So I would say any artists out there, I would definitely try to encourage you guys to try to do some punch-ins, man. Try to do it. I promise you. Just throw yourself in the fire. You're going to have to, but it's a process. You'll get better within time and just do it. I promise you, you'll feel 20 times better about your music that way. For sure.
So what, you record all your music?
Yes.
What, at home? You have an at-home studio?
I have an Apple MacBook, and I record with Logic.
Oh,
I have my interface, mic, everything, bro. I record in our room. Everything.
Yeah. So, being more of a reserved person, it's kind of weird to hear that when you do something that is so like out there for the public, you know? What is like, I guess, what does it mean to you being an artist, you know?
I don't know, man. Honestly, like, I really just do it for me. Like, music was always my escape from the world, you know? So, like I said, I've always been a reserved person. So, like, I've had trouble expressing my emotions. Yeah. So I use music to do that. Like, first it was just listening to music, like listening to certain songs that made me happy, to get me, angry, all of that. Yeah. And then now that I'm able to actually make it, I can format that into a song now. So now I pretty much just, like I said, I just make music for me, man. Like, and if you guys can relate to it and enjoy it as much as I do, then that's a plus for me. So, like, it's more so, I look at it more so as a therapy for me. Music is my therapy.
Yeah. Sometimes I have to sit down and ask myself the question, like, if I don't make it, if the day never comes when I get deals and sponsorships and money, would I regret it, Do you ever, is that something that you, like, I don't know, I guess if you knew now that you would never make it, do you think you would still make music?
Yeah. I'll definitely make music. Like, music it's in my heart, man. I don't think it'll ever leave, like, no matter what, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I make music for me. So, like, even if I don't make it big time or, get all these deals or whatever, I would still continue to make music just to, just to get by. Like I said, it's my therapy, bro. So like, if I'm going through something or any situation, that's literally the only way that I can express myself. So I definitely need music, for sure.
Yeah. So I guess to get to know you a bit better, a lot of artists who I talk to, like, they love the process and they're real passionate, but it's not every artist who you can tell it's really just about the music, you know? So to get into your head a bit more about what you've experienced and what you have gone through, what have been the genres and like artists you've listened to throughout your life, and what have they meant to you?
So when I was a kid, I grew up on Texas music, like UGK, who else? MJG, damn, I can't. MJG and 8 Ball, stuff like that. But that was from my dad, you know, riding around with him. That was his music. So I got put on the Texas music like really, really early as a kid.
Yeah.
Then growing up, you know, my favorite rapper was Lil Wayne. I would say like just throughout my years of life, like the music is sporadically like changed. It changed with whatever, however the time went. Like it changed with that. But majority is just, you know, just mainly just hip hop. Man, I'm just now starting to get into like R&B, like, and that's because of her. Over there, she got me into, you know, R&B, trying to slow things down a little bit. But I haven't dipped into any other genres like that. Like I only know like one country song, man, and that's my shit, and that's it, bro. That is it. Dustin Lynch. What's the name of that song? I can't even think of it. Small Town Boy. You never heard that?
I only know like one country song also.
I only know one too. Yeah, man, listen to that. Dustin Lynch, Small Town Boy. I promise you that dude is black. But yeah, that's pretty much all the genres that I listen to, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
So would you be willing to talk a bit about like what your life was like growing up and everything like that? I can tell that I really connect with you when you say that music is like therapy for you. Could you go a bit into what your life was like growing up, you know, just what's led you to where you are now? So
what's crazy is growing up, I had a good life, man. I had both of my parents, you know, in a house home, in one house together.
Yeah.
Until I was probably about like 12, and then they split. You know, so I looked at it as I ain't gonna say it was a good thing. Let me not say that, but it was kind of. I made fun of it. I made fun with it. Or am I saying that right? I don't know if I'm saying that right.
I think those mean two different things.
Yeah, hold on. I didn't make fun of it. I made fun out of it. Okay, yeah. I made fun out of that situation. Having two different houses to go to. You know what I mean? It was just fun to me. But, yeah, growing up, I mean, that was like probably the worst thing that's happened as a kid. But I would say like more shit happened as like an adult, just going through different, you know, emotions, trying to figure out where I'm at in life, what do I want to be, you know what I mean? Just, you know, trying to find the right job, support, like just all that shit mentally that, you know, 20-year-olds go through, you know, that shit, like, it can eat you up if you let it.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, I kind of just talk about that in some of my music and stuff like that. So, like I said, nothing too crazy has happened, but like whenever I'm going through certain situations, you know, I just like to use my music. You know, if I'm going through any family issues, relationship issues, you're gonna hear it in the music for sure.
So it sounds like you're a very insightful person, especially I feel like people who are reserved tend to be more inward thinking. For sure, a lot of times. So with that also comes like mental struggles sometimes. So have you had to deal with that?
Oh man, I'm a overthinker.
Yeah.
It's a gift and a curse, man.
Yeah.
You just have to find that balance, you know, but it's tough. I'm still working on that as we speak. But Yeah, it's tough, man.
Yeah.
It can be tough at times, but I don't let it weigh me down. You know, I try to make light of any bad situation that I go through. I try to make the best of it.
Yeah.
I'm really strong at, you know, keeping my composure and emotions together. You'll never know that I'm going through something if we're like sitting like right now. Like I could be going through something right now. You don't know.
Yeah.
Which is true, but like, you know what I mean? You wouldn't tell because I'm keeping it composed.
Do you think that, I guess, do you keep it composed? Do you try to keep it composed, or is it, I know sometimes people tend to, I guess, why do you keep it composed? Like, why is it hard for people to tell what you're going through?
A lot of it comes from, like I said, me not being able to express my emotions correctly.
Yeah.
And another part of it is like, I just feel like if you haven't been through a similar situation that I have, how can you help me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'd rather go through it alone because it makes you stronger at the end of the day. So that's how I look at stuff like that. I try my best to get through anything by myself.
Yeah.
Like I don't tell my family, I don't tell anybody anything. I'm like, I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
I've been that way like my whole life.
Real independent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, with your music, it's what you're saying is like it's really for yourself. It's therapy, a way to express yourself.
For sure.
What do you like hope that people who listen to it gain from it?
That's a good question. Really just, you know, if you can relate to anything that, you know, that I've talked about, hopefully that specific song can help you in some sort of way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like where if I'm talking about, you know, being in a relationship, like hopefully, you know, that can show you what not to do and what to do. You know what I mean? So like hopefully that when you listen to my music, you can take something and learn something from it.
Yeah. What with that of like what you want people to hear, what would you say? I'm gonna ask this twice. I'm gonna ask this question twice in two little different ways.
All right.
The first is I'm gonna ask, with your music career, what are your like ultimate goals in regards to your music career?
Honestly, man, I want to be able to go on tour.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to go to different cities and, you know, travel and just have some amazing shows. Like I just want to put together some of the best shows ever and just feel that energy from the crowd, man. That's one of my main goals is to do a show and have them singing my stuff word for word, bro. Like that is a dream.
Yeah.
That is a dream.
How many live performances do you have?
I've done a few, man. I put together 2 shows back at home as well.
You've put together like yourself?
Yes.
Damn.
I'm like you, man. I'm real independent. I like to do stuff on my own, you know, because I've had bad experiences with letting other people be in charge, you know.
Yeah.
It's like they don't get it done.
That's a lot of fucking work, though.
It is.
I've never put together a show, but like I've tried it. Like at one point, I was trying to put some shit together, and but like I've talked to people who are doing it. I've heard it's a lot of fucking work.
It is a lot of work, bro. You got all these different artists you have to worry about. Then you got to worry about all their different, you know, characteristics, and stuff they come. Like it's just so much, bro.
Yeah.
But you feel so good, like whenever the show is a good turnout.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I did that. Like, look at this, I did that. You know what I mean? So.
What do you think, like, is the reason for you having that independence, that self-reliance, that solo, like that loner?
Like I said, I think that just came from the experiences that I've went through at the beginning of my career.
Yeah.
You know, I would say for my first time performing, man, I had so bad of an experience that I didn't perform for 2 years after that.
Yeah.
It was just so bad. Like we were opening up for, I think his name is Xavier Wolf. People were still coming. It was like 6 people in the crowd. People were still like coming in through the door, and the promoter was like, "Come on, we need you to go. We need you to go right now." So we're getting rushed.
Yeah.
People coming in, like it's just a whole bunch of confusion going on. DJ messing up the song. The song's skipping. I was performing with somebody. He forgot his lyrics.
Oof.
I'm like, dog, this is bad. And then I'm just like performing my stuff, and I'm looking at the 6 little people that's in there, and then I don't know, something just hit me in my head, man. I'm like, I can never do this shit again. I can't go through this again. I have to get myself together.
Yeah.
And I was just like looking at how they were reacting to the song, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it made me feel.
Yeah.
So I really just, you know, like I said, I didn't do shows for 2 years. So I really just went back and just grinded out, try to make better music in that time. Mm-hmm. So I told myself ever since that day that I'm not going back out there until my songs are good enough to be like they're worthy enough to be performed in front of people.
Yeah.
So that's why I took so long of going back.
How old were you?
About 19 or 20.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
One of those.
I was right at the start.
Yeah, right at the start. They're like 3 months in of making music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're back. Just reset the camera. I got that 30-minute timer, sadly, RIP. You know how it is. But yeah, man. So, what would you say is your favorite part of the music making process?
My favorite part would probably be actually the recording process. It's very fun to me. Like I said, I don't write, so like everything comes way more natural. Like I lock myself in my room. I don't like recording in front of people because like I might end up doing some crazy shit in there.
Yeah.
Like as far as like making weird noises and shit. Like if you hear some of my songs in the background, you might hear like what the hell? Yeah, like I'm in there like really trying a whole bunch of shit out. So I like to
ad libs?
Yeah, like I like to be real comfortable. So like I just love doing that, and then especially when the song is like actually like really good, like that's an even better feeling because it's like, dude, I just came up with that like right now off my head, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's my favorite part of the process of making music for sure.
So I said that I was going to ask this question twice, 2 different ways, and I asked what were your goals with music. I'm gonna phrase it a bit differently now and on a bit different topic, but what is the most important thing to you in life? I realize the question is actually not the same question at all.
Like, whoa, my guy went left.
But yeah.
But man, I think family is the most important thing. I just want to be able to, you know, take care of my family and be stable. I want to be able to give them everything that they deserve.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, are you right now making music? Are you working a second job while doing it?
Yeah, I have a job. I have a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest always struggles is like
trying to find that balance.
Trying to find the balance.
Yeah.
Is it hard for you?
Not really. I'm always, you know, I have like a set schedule, you know, like go to work whenever I'm off, studio, like get in there. You know what I mean? I got to record at least twice a week. Yeah. At least twice a week. So it's not really, as far as for me, it's not hard finding that balance from working and then transitioning into making music. Yeah. Really.
So you said you got to record at least twice a week.
Yeah.
Have you always, let me rephrase that. What has the journey in your music like progression looked like?
Man, so if you were around when I first started making music and you're still here now, then you will know for a fact that the progression is crazy. For my first project in 2017 that I dropped all the way into 2023 now, you go back and listen to those, you'll be like, wow.
Yeah.
For sure, man. The progression, like it's like every project is better than the last.
Yeah.
So if you go back and listen to it, every project is literally better. So like the first project, I didn't record it myself. I had found an engineer. The quality is not the best. The song's not really the best either. But then the next project, it's like, okay, the quality got a little bit better. The songs are a little bit better. You know what I mean? Until all the way up until, like I said, until I started recording myself. Then it's like, okay, you can tell he's like really, really comfortable. Because like being in the studio at the beginning stages of my career, bro, I was scared. Like just recording in front of somebody else, like I'm shaking. Looking at my phone, I'm like shaking, and I was just so like stiff, man. You can tell I wasn't comfortable.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't myself. I didn't know my sound yet. So it took me like 4 years to find my sound, bro. Yeah. 4 years.
What do you mean to find your sound?
So, when I first started making music, the type of music that I was making, how can I put it? It wasn't, let's just say it wasn't melodic. Like, it was just, I guess you could say, like, inspirational music or you know, relatable music. But, like, it wasn't the sound that I was going for. So, like, it took for me to go through all these different engineers to finally do it myself, to be like, this is what I've been wanting to sound like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just really started having fun with it, man. Like, honestly, if you, whenever you stop having fun with it, that's when it's a problem. So, like, I've always, like, those first, 3-4 years making music felt like a job to me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Like, it was like, damn, I got to do this. I got to, you know, shoot the video. I got to try to get better. And it's like, it was just so much that I had on my plate that I had to worry about. And then now it's like gotten to the point where it's like, bro, I'm really having fun. Yeah. Like, I don't really too much care about what other people think about my music, because I know my music is not for everyone. But if it's for you, then you'll understand. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So, are you happy with where you're at then?
As far as what? Like as far as making the music, or how it sounds, or like where I'm at in my career?
Damn, you hit me with a follow-up question.
Yeah.
Now I
gotta double back.
I'll start with, since we're on that line, I'll start with like your skill.
Okay.
Where it's at in like the process.
Man, 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely happy with where I'm at, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I
love hearing that.
So much fun, bro. Like, it's been this whole process from 2021 till now has just been so fucking fun, bro. I've been so free. So I'm definitely happy with that. Now, as far as where I'm at in my career, that's a different story. I can say I'm not even gonna say that I'm okay with where I'm at. I'm not okay. I'm not okay with it. But it's my fault, because like I said, this goes back to me being reserved. So I don't put myself out there as much as I should. As far as, like, you know, promotion, the business side of music, like I don't do that as much as I need to, you know. Yeah. And it's just like, nowadays it's gotten to the point where it's not even about talent anymore. So it's like you have to find your personality that like fits with people. Yeah. So like I'm having trouble with trying to, you know, figure out what type of person I want to be to attract to these people. You know what I mean? Because I've been reserved my life, so I'm quiet. I don't know
Yeah.
how to do the extra. So like that's like been a struggle for me trying to figure out where I want to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a good point, especially when. First of all, I just want to say, yeah, I totally get what you're saying of not putting like the business side of things and that when it interferes with like the art sometimes, where it feels like you gotta. Yeah, no, I completely get what you're saying there. I feel like there's still a lot of people out there who don't act like the social media personalities who make it, you know? Because, oh my God, some of the...
It's true,
yeah.
but it's very rare. Like,
Yeah.
nowadays, you know, everybody's blowing up from, you know, TikTok
Yeah.
or doing something crazy on social media. And it's like, it's very, like, rare that those ones make it through where they don't have to do anything. Like, their music just speaks for themselves. They don't
Yeah.
have, they can be their self. You know what I mean? But it's hard, bro. It's definitely hard.
I think it's also because I think about this topic often. I think it's also like a long-term consistency thing where the people who like are just having that skill and developing it and they're making it for talent, or, you know, by the end of their lives, they will have made it, or at some point. I think we just don't see it because they're very slowly gaining them, you know?
Right. Yeah.
I like to think that they're out there, you know? I like to subscribe to the belief that dedication and consistency and, like, learning, you know, and growing in skill over time beats luck and the like, stunts and stunt shit, you know?
We call it microwavable music.
Microwavable music?
Yeah.
I've never...
So it's like hot. It's like, you know, it catches quick, it's hot, but then it goes out.
I've never heard that before. Microwavable music?
Yeah, microwavable music.
I'm stealing that.
You got it, bro. You got it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about it, though? That topic?
Like about what?
About
What specifically? I mean, I'm sorry.
the, like, just what's your thoughts on people being able to make it with skill alone and, like, consistency?
Like I said, man, it's just it's really rare. Like, you have to be one of those rare ones that, you know, that's just phenomenal. Like, the talent got to be through the roof. Like, it's undeniable. Everything you do is undeniable.
Yeah.
It's got to be one of those. But I do agree with you as far as consistency, because I've seen somebody that, you know, that was like, okay, but like they're consistent. They're in people's faces. They're doing a lot of shows. They're putting out music every month. And like, man, they progress. Yeah. And I can say that I'm not consistent. And that's like one of my biggest issues in my career. It's probably why I'm not where I need to be right now, is because I'm not consistent enough. I'm not in front of people's faces. But I like to keep it a mystery too, because they're like, whenever I do come out, they're like, damn, where he been? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm not big enough to be doing no shit like that, bro. Like, I need to be, you know, way more consistent than what I am. So I'm like working on that. And that, like, this past, since 2021, bro, until now, like, I really just been loading my vault up, you know, perfecting my craft, getting better at this new sound that I've been doing. Just coming up with a plan for whenever I do start, you know, dropping my music, that it'll be worth the time. Because, like, now I've gotten to the point where I'm making really good music, and I don't want to release it because I'm scared that it's not going to do what I want it to do. So, like, I'm holding it.
Yeah.
I have to come up with, like, a bigger plan for me to release it in some way, because I know for a fact that this song has the potential to do what it needs to do, but I have to make sure on the back end that I'm doing what I need to do to push it. So that's why I haven't been dropping, like, recently like that. Even though I did just drop I just dropped a collab project with one of my homies, Tro Nano, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that's been done for over a year now.
Yeah. Consistency is like, I believe that it's probably the most important skill. In my mind, consistent growth, in my mind, is the most important skill. Not where you start or where you're at now. And it is one of the biggest problems for me, I feel like. Because it's so important for me, that's why I feel like it's just not where it needs to be.
True.
One thing that I kind of like live by, or like one of the beliefs I hold with my work, is that perfect is the enemy of good. You know what they say? I've had a lot of tapes, like videos. I don't make music. I've had a lot of like music videos, stuff like that, where I shoot it or something. I'm like, damn, that shit's crazy. That's about to be the one that blows me up. Shit like that, you know, that blows the artist up.
Right.
And then and I release it. I edit it. And I'm like, damn, maybe not.
I know exactly what you mean, bro.
Yeah. So I know what you mean exactly. So why is consistency like hard for you or a problem for you?
I think it's just a mental battle within myself. Like I said, I'm just so afraid of putting my music out there and it not doing what I think that it deserves to. Yeah. And it's just like that feeling of again, you know what I mean? So it's like it's hard for me to be consistent if I'm not seeing any progress. But then again, it's like I'm not being consistent, so like you're not getting any progress. So you're not giving it a chance. You know what I mean? So
it's a nasty spiral.
A mental, yeah, bro. It's a mental thing that I'm trying to work on, man. I'm trying to get better at that. But
yeah, I know exactly what you mean. For these, I post reels for them. Yeah. I make the little clips I go through when I'm editing. I mark the spots I like where I can make a reel out of it, you know? So I like what the artist's talking about, whatever. It's funny, you know? Something I can share.
For sure.
But yeah, I haven't like posted a reel in like a few weeks now. It's been a minute. It's saying that same thing. Yeah.
And I think honestly that comes with, you know, doing everything on your own too. Like as far as consistency, because it's like it's so much work and extra that you have to do by yourself. Yeah. So it's like sometimes it can get overwhelming. So it's like it's just so much on our plates that we have to do. Yeah.
Do you have like a team?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, solo dolo.
I mean, I have you know a group of people that that I really mess with. Yeah. Stuff like that. Good little support system. But as far as like we doing team shit, no. I'm on my own, bro. Like if I am doing a show, I got it myself. Yeah. I'm recording. I mean, if I got any music out, I'm recording it. Like everything's been on my own, man. I've done my cover arts to some of my albums. Pretty much a lot of stuff I've been doing on my own, but shooting videos. I can't do that. But if I could, I would. Yeah. For sure.
Do you, the like lone wolf status that you're rocking, you know, that like introvertedness, do you view that as a positive or a negative in your life?
A little bit of both. It's not more so of I don't want a team. It's just about finding the right people, you know, genuine people like us. Yeah. You know, that's actually willing to, you know, got the same drive and passion as me and not, you know, just thinking for the money, like just thinking long term, you know, it's like it's really hard to find a group of people like that. So it's like I want a team. I'm open, you know, to having a team, but it's like just finding those type of people is rare. You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. For me, a lot of the times when I feel like I'm viewing myself, trying to be introspective and look at how like I am, see what I need to change, what I'm proud of. I feel like sometimes if I look at why I don't have a team, it may be related to like why I don't have a team or why I am more like isolated sometimes and like working solo. I feel like sometimes for me, I can pinpoint it on like different fears I have, whether there's conscious or subconscious fear of like putting my work into somebody's hands and it being stolen or something. Not even like stolen on purpose, like
just somebody having a hold of your.
It's hard. It's hard. I feel like it kind of boils down to trust issues, honestly, sometimes.
For you, trust issues?
I feel like sometimes it boils down to trust issues.
It can be.
Yeah. Do you deal with that? Or you think you're all right?
Nah, man.
That's
like I said,
good.
I don't put myself in those situations where I have to, deal with that type of stuff. Like I'm pretty. I guess I'm okay at catching on to people. Like, you know what I mean. If I feel like you're not right for me, then I'm not gonna talk to you, or I'm not gonna give you the time of the day for real. So like, I don't really have those type of issues. I don't put myself out there like that.
Yeah.
But hey.
Yeah. What would you say your greatest strengths are as a person?
My heart. I think my heart is too big sometimes. It's just something about helping people that I like to do. Just that satisfaction of being able to help somebody get into a better situation. Or I'm pretty good at seeing the potential in people when they don't see it in themselves.
That's powerful.
So. I don't know. It's just, like I said, it's a good feeling. It makes me feel good knowing that I can help somebody, So I've always been that type of person to, I'll give you my shirt if you need it. You know what I mean? Just any way that I can help, I'll do it. So that's definitely like my main strength.
Yeah. So, from earlier when I asked what was the most important thing in the world to you, you said family.
Yeah.
And you're saying that you think your greatest strength is like your heart.
Yeah.
And you're like that your desire to help people and like to enjoy it, Do you ever find your ambitions, your drive getting in the way of the people who you love?
Yeah. Sometimes I can get too caught up in what I'm doing, musically, so focused on, making an album. A lot of people don't understand, like, how much goes into making an album, man. It's a lot. It's very stressful. But, like I said, it just, sometimes I can get off track, man. Like, I'll be so stuck. When I'm in that mode, I'm in that mode.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll forget about real life.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes, my girlfriend, I have to tell me, like, hey, like, you need to chill out. Like, you know what I mean? It's no recording today. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, sometimes I be needing those little, niches every now and then to snap me back to reality.
Yeah.
Because I can get trapped. Definitely get trapped in that little world.
Do you think that in order to succeed as an artist, it's necessary to have the type of drive that can pull you away from anything? People you love, family, your girlfriend, taking care of yourself even. I feel like a lot of times hear stories about people who are just so like into what they do, and that it's just it takes. Do you think it's possible to succeed without that, or where do you think like the line's drawn?
Honestly, I don't really think that it is possible to succeed like that. Well, I guess you have to find that balance, man.
Yeah.
It's all about balance. Balance in real life and your dreams.
Yeah.
It's a roller coaster, man. It's definitely a roller coaster, but you just have to, find your way, man, and just ride it out, I feel like you do have to cross that line sometimes of, getting in that mode, just being in that drive. You do have to cross that line.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, you have to remember, like, okay, I need to go back to real life now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I said, if you find that balance, then I think you'll be okay. If anybody finds that balance, let me know. For real.
It's tough.
It's tough. It's definitely tough.
I feel like it's one of those things that people don't really like tend to think about when from the outside you're viewing somebody who has a great passion for something is the sacrifice.
Yeah, man. It's like anybody that's not doing what you're doing or have the same passion as you, it's like they will never truly understand.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get people to understand, your passion for things or how hard you have to go for stuff. They'll never get it. But if you do happen to find that one person that understands, keep them around because they're going to help you. Yeah. You need at least one of those. For sure.
Okay, I'm going to pause. All right. Had the second little cut there. That one's recording, right? I'm not tripping?
Yeah, that one's on.
I literally just checked, but had to do the little double check,
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Changed the batteries and everything. We were on a great topic there.
Yeah, my boy coming with it.
Yeah. So we're going to be closing up here. We got about 13 minutes-ish. One question that I've asked once before, which I like, is when you are on your deathbed, pray that you make it there to like 70, 80, something like that.
Holy shit.
If you want to make it that old.
Where is he going with this, guys?
When you're sitting on your deathbed, what regrets do you think you're going to have?
Probably just not doing everything that I want to do 100%. Just not giving it my all. So hopefully I can do that in between now, so I don't have any regrets. But as like if something was to happen, me not being able to do everything that I wanted to do at 100% like I'm supposed to.
Yeah. What we were talking about right before we had the little break was kind of on some sacrifice. What do you feel like you sacrifice while chasing this pursuit and this like never-ending like release of emotion and shit through music?
A lot of money, for sure. Time.
Yeah.
Not being able to, give time to my family, my girlfriend, as much as I should. Man, a lot of things. Food, I would pay for studio sessions and not even have nothing to eat. You know, just because I was that, determined. I've sacrificed a lot, man.
Yeah. Do you think it is a... What's the best way I can ask this? How do you view the fact that you are, like, sort of gripped by this need to make music and, like, chase it, you know?
A gift and a curse.
Yeah.
I guess on one end it's like, why am I this way? Why do I need this?
Yeah.
But then again, on the flip side, it's like it reminds me of how it makes me feel. It makes me feel good. It makes me happy. Like this is one of the main things in my life that actually makes me happy. Like it don't matter what I could be going through at the moment. Music is gonna change it every time, every single time. Whether I'm listening to it or I'm making it, it's gonna change every time.
Yeah. Do you ever have you ever found yourself? Because this thought has popped up in my head like once or twice. Do you ever think what life would be like, or if you'd be happier if you were just like
a civilian?
Content, yeah.
Oh, content?
Content to like just, if you didn't have the fucking chip in you that like makes you like have a passion for this, you know?
Wait, what was the question? I'm sorry.
I explained it weird. It's all good. Sometimes like I think about it, I'm like, damn, the amount of time that I miss out on with friends, the amount of opportunities I have to say no to because I'm busy doing this, the amount of times like that I'm not able to like talk to my girl because like this is on my mind.
Yeah.
Whether it's shooting a music video, whether it's scheduling the next podcast, whether it's editing a music video or podcast. And sometimes I think like, damn, I couldn't even stop if I wanted to, Like this is just like me.
It's in you.
Yeah. And sometimes I'm like, damn, like what if I was just content to just like work a job and come home?
And just live a regular life, right?
Yeah. You ever think that?
Man, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm scared of that.
Yeah.
I'm scared of it, man. I don't want to live that life because I feel like I've always been a special kid, man. Like I just feel like I've always had this purpose in life, and whether it's musically or if it's some way that I can help someone. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see myself being the regular person.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
That's interesting. Because sometimes I do.
Really?
I'll never be able to.
But you do think about it.
But
though.
sometimes, yeah, because sometimes it's just like, fuck. Especially when I don't hit my goals. Especially when, like, I feel like shit because I'm not doing great with it. Because I'm like, well, I can't stop, and now I just want to dig even deeper into it, I spend so much money on it, and because I love it. It's like, it's like an addiction. That's kind of the way I look at it.
That's a good word.
It's like I love it, but like it causes me a lot of pain sometimes. I'll never be able to give it up.
I think that's why you can't give it up, because of those moments right there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Going through all those different phases and stuff, it makes you stronger in that aspect. So it's like you can't give it up. You can't, like you say, you just can't give up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we're closing up in time.
Alrighty.
Getting about 6 minutes left-ish. One thing I always like to ask is, like at the end, if you had one like message that you want to leave the people who are listening right now leave them with? Like, what could you give to our friends behind the camera?
I would say, I know this probably sounds a little cliche, but trust the process. Don't compare your journey to someone else's journey, because you don't know what it took for them to get at that point. Find your path and just stick with it. Believe in yourself 100%, because no one's gonna go as hard for you as you will yourself. So, yeah, just. Oh, also, if you want to be in this business, you have to learn how to take a punch. Whether it's criticism, whether it's, making music or dang, what was it I was looking for? Just at the tip of my eye, I forgot. But anyways, it's about how you get up. So as long as you can take a punch and you can get up and keep it moving, you'll be fine. Just keep pushing.
Facts. Amen. Well, thank you so much for your time tonight. I love being able to sit down with you, in the last couple days before you have to leave Hawaii.
For sure.
Could you say, like, your social media handles and where? Because for anybody who may be driving or something like that, could you say all your handles out loud? Yeah,
so Instagram is POP, the number 2, WAVVY. My Twitter is at RCHTRUTH, at Rich Truth. And Apple Music is Pop2wavy, POP2 WAVY, and the same things for Spotify as well, and the same thing for YouTube. So, for sure, y'all make sure to go check out my latest project, Sex Therapist, with my homie Tro Nino. Check that out when you get the chance. Let me know what you're thinking about it. DM me or whatever. I'm open to everything. So, but yeah, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man, I had a great time. Thank you all for staying here. If you made it this far, really appreciate it. Just if you're watching it and enjoying it, that means more than you could know.
Yeah. One more thing. If you are in Hawaii, get your fucking video shot by CJ.
TJ's fire.
CJ's the man.
CJ EDU. What's your right? What is it on Instagram?
It's CJ EDU, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
all right. Hell yeah.
Okay. He's like, I'm gonna wait.
I was gonna ask you about this afterwards.
I'm gonna wait.
But yeah, stay happy. Go out, get outside, get some sunlight, talk with the people you love, keep doing what you love doing, get water in. Drink, exercise, just stay good. Weekend's coming around probably, but I don't know when you're watching this, but stay happy. We really appreciate you watching. And ladies and gentlemen, Pop2wavy.
My God.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Peace. Sweet. Hell yeah. That was great.